We have all the receipts to help you understand why the internet is going crazy and why insiders are leaking information. How was this startling revelation made public? What's really happening behind the scenes? And more importantly, what happens? Next, the truth of this story will astound you. Nobody was prepared for Claressa Shields to make the shocking admission that Papoose is her baby daddy. The crowd erupted when Remy Ma made a shocking revelation that left everyone speechless. And the situation escalated when he claimed that Remy cheated on Papoose with ease. He criticized Remy for betraying the man who had been her loyal companion for years, and he made sure that everyone knew that she had cheated on Papoose. The most startling thing was that, despite Papoose's repeated claims of love and respect for women, including calling them the best, AS did nothing in his interviews to deny the accusations of adultery. In fact, he essentially validated them. After learning of the affair, reports state that he broke up with Remy right away and moved on, rather than becoming embroiled in the controversy surrounding the champion's companion. Claressa Shields Messier attacked Claressa and Papoose on Instagram a few days earlier, revealing text exchanges that Claressa had exchanged with Papoose. "You accept responsibility. You were the one who was married," said one of those notes, "telling me you arrived home safely or that you fell asleep. Shouldn't be a huge deal if you can't at least sleep with me over the phone or in person. Claressa has been giving me the impression that she is ready to defend her rights and may even throw hands if needed." Remy refused to listen to Claressa's attempts to persuade Papoose to tell her the truth, so she made up what she was writing. "Papa's stupid self fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields because he didn't want to leave my house when she heard my voice. This girl, who was reportedly a boxing champion, hung up the phone in terror. You're not alone, even if I've told you everything." But Remy wasn't finished yet. She stated that Claressa Shields and her public relations team had been fabricating articles about me daily to make I begged Pap to say something that would make me look terrible and make him look like an angel for too long, but he kept telling me to keep quiet. "I saw it all, boo, and now that you're so tough, the world will see it too. He also said that he would never be with you because you're ugly. I'm worn out." However, this New Yorker's story did not end there. When Claressa learned that Remy had made her public, she exploded. She screamed at Papoose, "I know you hate online drama, but you have to do something about it. I can't expose her out here." Remy wasn't finished yet, so she wrote, "You are a dummy, Papoose. Just so you know, Claressa has a huge movie coming out on December 25th and doesn't need to be involved in a turbulent love relationship with a married man. Hey, Miss Shields, I got all of your texts and photos from other women while he was in restraints." "Hey," added, seizing her phone. "I'm not happy, but all right." Claressa seemed to be begging Papoose to be at least one of them, as she continued to contact me. "I'll stop because I don't want to cause you any more anguish. Hey, Miss Shields, I'm a one-boyfriend woman, just like I was a one-husband woman, and I am a good woman at that." Remy spat at Claressa. Might have been pleading with Papoose, to be honest. "People won't just leave for this reason." He claimed that since he believes he's the prize, he is a taker rather than a giver. "And since I am the one with the money, he would never buy you anything." It's basically called Papoose broke, which seems to have been the last straw for him. In response, he said, "It's sad to say, but Remy is a narcissist. She chose to cheat over and over again. I have finally moved on, and now she is acting like the victim. Stop playing with me because I am not the enemy you want. I am not even angry. In fact, I am extremely happy, which is why your man is upset. I've already made multiple divorce requests, but she would rather be influential on social media than deal with issues for the sake of our 6-year-old child. I didn't want to post this drama online. I've been quiet long enough that I won't ever have anybody jailed. But you keep going." Another easily verifiable lie is that one by fabricating text messages from a decade ago to cover up adultery. "You are the one who deceived the cops," which is blatantly narcissistic behavior. Then, in response to the allegations that Remy had cheated on him with a person he knew, he said, "Yesterday, I was at home with my sins. I wouldn't pretend that I didn't knock this guy out. She didn't believe me when I told her that we could get a divorce like adults. He was very soft the last time I saw him. And everyone saw him in the fetal position. I still have messages from her pleading with me to lie about it. But it doesn't matter, I didn't even throw a second punch after I knocked him. Unconscious, Remy roused him and brought him home for 4 days. My kid had been lying again when I got home to spend time with her, narcissistic. I knocked him out because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife. Not because he slept with her, I am with my baby on every important day. Rejecting the idea that she had abandoned their kid on Christmas, Remy stated quickly. You tried to coerce me for money so that our divorce would go smoothly, and you have a serious gambling issue. She also said, I've been begging you to leave and let our divorce proceed amicably for years. But you just like to use my past and the image of the so-called gangster girl to trap me. If we had a public argument while you were threatening me, you would flee. You even made fun of me for calling the police, saying things like, oh, not Remy Ma calling the police for help. You're a snitch, you're a rat, give them a call. They both made accusations, disputed each other's stories, and tried to steer the conversation with Papoose, who had mostly stayed until it was clear from his response that he had been holding back his annoyance for a while. He said that Remy had turned down his attempt at a private divorce because he thought she wanted attention, saying, I am speaking now only because I can no longer ignore the way she is twisting things. He said given the chaos on social media, he has often stated that his daughter, who is 6 years old, is his top priority and that he does not want her to grow up in this mess. Remy vehemently disputed that he attempted to have her imprisoned. The hardest blow came when he mentioned her alleged He mentioned her alleged infidelity. He was at home with their kid on Christmas, and he made it clear that Remy was with someone else. He accused her of lying to change the facts, and said that she refused to handle their divorce like an adult because she did not want the truth to be known. Papoose then admitted that he had knocked out the man Remy was seeing, but he maintained that this was done only to undermine him and justify her own behavior, not because of the affair. The man shook his hand, pretended to be calm, and then left behind his wife's back. He explained how Remy left him and their daughter for the same man after the fight, which Papoose claimed was the ultimate betrayal. Even though he is over it and has moved on, the drama is far from over. And it doesn't seem like things will get better anytime soon. This is one of the messiest breakups in hip-hop, but Remy didn't end there. She went on criticizing Papoose this time for keeping her out of the "you tried to keep me hidden from everyone." And she wrote to Joe, and your brothers know. I thought anything, don't show the real him. I was saying you will do anything to protect the black love image that I helped you build. Then you were perfectly fine letting the world believe lies about me. How many of my family members and friends did you intentionally alienate? How many times did you pretend that everything was a misunderstanding when you first started the situation because of the whispers? I saw it every time you minimized my accomplishments, refused to acknowledge them, or tried to divert attention away from me so that I wouldn't receive the attention you desired. She also claimed that he was envious of her success and that it infuriated her to see other people praising her in such a way. You attempted to destroy my dreams, aspirations, and vision because I wouldn't put you above everyone and everything. You even made a public vow to destroy it, and you succeeded. You spread rumors, incited others against me, and did everything you could to make it fail because you wanted to see me fail without hesitation, Remy said. When I started the Battle Rap League, you were upset with me. The fact that I was helping other rappers annoyed you. Did you feel threatened by that? And if so, why? I dared to follow paths since I didn't want to live in your shadow. She said she knew Papoose also controlled that narrative and that she was tired of the knockout story being used against her. I'm so tired of the knockout tale because you made sure it never finished. Each time it began to fade, you brought it back to life and devised new ways to inspire others to keep it alive, even if you told yourself it would. You made sure it did if you knew it wouldn't. And the truth is that you came and went like a nighttime robber wearing a mask. You quickly left once he saw you, but not before giving the world yet more cause to doubt me. You are known to my security. This was more than a divide, it was a full-fledged fight, and neither of them was prepared to retreat once believing admirers were. Now unsure of whom to believe as their love story fell apart, I hope you made it up and sold it to the public to get people to see me the way you wanted them to. You spread false information, purchased information, and gave battle rappers in my company false information. You made certain people doubt me, question me, and turn against me why you couldn't stand it. When I did something without you, you had to be in command since you wanted to be the hero. And the villain, despite all that had transpired, including the deceit, manipulation, and treachery. You still had the gall to invite me to the event. Because appearances were more important than the truth, you took hold of my hand, smiled for the cameras, and pretended that everything was well, gave the impression that we were still a team. I allowed you to play along because you needed people to still believe in you and the world to see us together. When I wanted to shout, I smiled, and when I wanted to leave, I stood with you, even though I knew it was all lies. I gave you a chance because I saw you today, and I won't remain silent any longer so. You forgot that you attacked me in the garage, which is why the pool was never completed to get you the heck off me after I completed processing the audio and video. The worker called the police and proceeded to lie while playing with the officers. At this time, their marriage has obviously ended, and everything is in a total mess. To be honest, she accused Papoose of groping her. They deceived everyone for a while by continuing to appear like the perfect pair. But before the truth is known, Remy makes another shocking revelation. A few days before, she asked me for style advice. Remy said, "This is Papa's strange girl." I created a monster, adding, "I knew it was wrong to praise you, but I kept quiet when I realized the truth." Later, Claressa clapped back, saying, "I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this clown behavior." She and Claressa were cool before Claressa started acting strangely towards Papoose. She also wished her a happy new year and shared screenshots of Claressa deeming her and even asked for advice on how to flaunt her figure. Having grown weary of getting drawn into the drama surrounding your 29, but I'm not 45 yet, Remy responded by saying you feel comfortable lying to these people because you think, you know what, I have, but I promise you, you are going to regret this. He loves to give you flowers and gifts. But he didn't answer his phone this week since he was with his other girlfriend Claressa, then adopted the opposing position, claiming that Remy was fabricating texts in order to cause trouble. Fans are taking sides in the dispute, which doesn't appear to be going away anytime soon. It's crazy that you made fake texts. She said you cannot bully me because I'm a woman. It is complete pandemonium and you are now resentful, angry, and making things up finished. But she threw Remy for a fight right away, shouting, "Come get your behind," whooped. Crash out. On February 2nd, when nobody was talking about the Vista Cups, guess what happened? Remy declined her challenge. Remy is definitely a fireball, and Claressa is a professional boxer with training in mixed martial arts. Let's face it, she would have destroyed Remy in a matter of seconds. But for someone who says he is done with Papoose, Remy didn't seem all that interested in her. And Claressa is worried that he is reportedly proposing to her. Is anyone shocked by the rumors that he is already having affairs, given that he is out here flaunting his new girlfriend, and that Claressa has stated that she is prepared to be his wife? It seems like Papoose has moved on, but their drama is far from over. Keep an eye out to see what happens next, since Remy is probably loving their friendship and regretting how things went someplace else.